Communism, perversion, and oppression that's being taught to our children is unethical, and it needs to be handled at the Code of Ethics for educators and their certificate. I promise you, no matter how woke they are, they'll shut up. They have mortgages and car payments. We don't have to fix it with legislation. But I will not stay in South Georgia while these crooks hijack my state. I'm Candace Taylor. I'm the one you've been waiting for.
Man, so many people have main character syndrome. That's like my biggest red flag. If somebody's like, I'm the one you've been waiting for. What, you bringing me a nachos? Like, what are you talking about? You are not the only human being who has worth and an internal monologue and experiences in the planet. Okay, calm down. You are average and start treating everybody the way you want to be treated.
They broke our country and it's very difficult to get it back on track. But here's the real deal. Let me explain some of the other problems. WIC, the government program, is the largest buyer, the largest customer for baby formula in the United States of America. And now Joe Biden and his administration, they're moving into their solution is making WIC an even bigger customer, when in reality, many of the parents that can't buy baby formula for their baby, they're not on the WIC program. And the WIC program is making it more difficult for them to buy baby formula, because if you're on WIC, if you're someone that needs to be on that government assistance, you're allowed to buy as much baby formula as you want to with your WIC vouchers. And they're increasing that for those parents. But if you're not on WIC, you're limited in how many cans of baby formula you're allowed to buy. They broke our...
First of all, that's only based on the retailer's discretion. That's called allocation. Retailers do it all the time. For example, if you try to buy like a PS5, you can't buy 10. They only let you buy one. You have to be a psychotic freak to be against this program. Like, what she's saying right now is complete bullshit. The WIC vouchers don't cover the amount of formula that your child needs. My oldest ran out all the time. Plus, if your child has special dietary needs, like the hypoallergenic formula, it's like pulling teeth in my state to get them to change it from the standard formula, even with the doctor's instruction. Yeah, no shit. What evidence do they have this is a bad thing? None. She's a psycho. Almost every Republican voted for it. I just showed you, chat. Only 9 people voted against it. She's a psychopath. Nobody, I mean, like, Jesus Christ.
Worship Jesus freely. That's why we have a country. That's why we have Georgia. That's why we had our founding fathers come over here and destroy American Indians' homes and their land. They took it. Look at what they went through, Native Americans, for sacrifice, for us to have the freedom we have.
We just had to sacrifice those Native Americans so that you and I could have land. Like, when you learn that, you're supposed to go, huh, that was wrong of us. That was wrong of us. Jesus Christ. Okay, a guy burning his daughter's tickets. I don't give a shit. Nevada Republican House candidate Noah Malgary posted this to his Instagram. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. I love hogs, man. I fucking love hogs.
The communists who control... This is Marjorie Taylor Greene. The communists who control the Democrats with George Soros-style dark money groups are now trying to control...
Wait, Jeff Bezos? Mark Zuckerberg? Come on, man.
Our elections by politicizing our courts and trying to rip my name off the ballot and steal your right to vote for me. I will beat the Democrats in court, and I need your vote to beat them at the ballot box. We will hold the Democrats accountable for what they've done to our country. Let's save...
Why is it a train crash? Is this the Trump train? What is this B-roll?
I need your vote to beat them at the ballot box. We will hold the Democrats accountable for what they've done to our country. Let's save America and stop communism. This is Marjorie Taylor Greene. The communists...
Fuck me, dude. Why is it 4-3? Holy fuck you. Holy shit.
Biden, Pelosi, and other communist Democrats hate America, hate God, and hate our way of life. They want to control us by controlling our food supply, our health care, and destroying our freedoms. Not on my watch. I'm Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. I approve this message. Biden, Pelosi, and other...
Fuck, man. I need to put together my favorite hog ads. Holy shit.
Congress has passed so much COVID stimulus money and spending and bills, and they absolutely flooded the U.S. economy with money. It was basically like turning on the printing machines and just sending as much money as possible straight into the economy, paying people to stay home, not work. I mean, why would you go to work if you got a free government check to your house every single month? You don't even need to go to work.
That literally does it. That's not even true. It got cut off so long ago. And people would rather work than take an unemployment check. That's shit. Why is she so stupid? Fuck, she's stupid.
So, Greene, what actually happened is Congress paid people to stay home. Over the past couple of years.
Yeah, we should have just starved to death, chat. Holy fuck.
Bigger and better and stronger than ever before.
The great MAGA king.
He's got the sword, chat! He's got the sword of David! Also, do they think the Emperor was the good guy in Star Wars? Like, what's going on here?
We will see you soon.
No, the one they said, Anna said they're owned by Democrats. Okay, let me learn more about this.
The same political group that helped derail the Madison Cawthorn re-election bid now has its sights set on Lauren Boebert in Colorado. Much of the same, to be honest with you. Maybe a little more savvy than Madison Cawthorn in that Lauren Boebert wasn't stupid enough to accuse members of the Republican caucus of doing unsavory things like cocaine-fueled orgies. But nonetheless, David Wheeler, the co-founder of the American Muckrakers PAC, confirmed that Boebert was the group's next target. On Thursday, the PAC launched the website fireboebert.com. Wheeler's group says on its new website, it is, quote, seeking tips on information, pictures, videos, or documents on Boebert or her associates. So they're looking for Oppo research. They're looking for anything that could help tank Lauren Boebert's candidacy. And if you're thinking that Wheeler is part of the Republican establishment, you would be mistaken. He's actually run for state senate in North Carolina a few times as a Democrat. And the two co-founders of the American Muckrakers PAC happen to be Democrats. So I give you that information because it's important to know who's behind the PAC for sure. But they do admit that the opposition research that they received, all the dirt they received on Madison Cawthorn, came from people close to him, meaning it did in fact come from members of the Republican Party. Wheeler told Insider that the group has already found interesting information on Lauren Boebert, although he admits that so far her share of scandals isn't as bad as Madison Cawthorn's has been. Also, he says, quote, I think we're gonna go after Lauren Boebert in Colorado in a similar way. I think we're gonna engage in that race pretty quickly. By the way, Madison Cawthorn not taking his Republican primary loss well. We'll get to that in just a second. But Cenk.
Yeah, his comments about dark MAGA are very interesting. So look, in terms of going after Republicans, love it, okay? And she's among the worst there is. And is there some dirt that could catch like Republican interest in a primary, and vote around? Democrats are different, right? So yeah, apparently there's workers at a restaurant who say that she was terrible, mean, cheap, etc. And they used money for plastic surgery for different body parts, etc. Okay, so has the nickname Lauren Boebert started? I don't know.
Okay, let's not. I don't care about that stuff.
No,
obviously.
do I care? Of course I don't care. I'm saying, how did they go after Madison Cawthorn?
Right, but let's also acknowledge that Lauren Boebert's pretty funny. It's pretty funny.
I'm not saying anything. I haven't said a word. Okay.
I, as a woman, am saying that that's a funny nickname.
Okay. But Republicans might care. Like if you do that with Democrats, they're like, who cares, man? Leave her alone, right? It might even get her sympathy. But for Republicans, like, what does she do? Ooh, drama, scandal. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, I don't know why. I don't know. But they got all mad at Madison Cawthorn because they're like, oh my God, he's partying with guys and girls.
It's different though. I think. Listen, they got to find some real dirt on Lauren Boebert. If like plastic surgery is all they've got, bad. That's not gonna do anything to turn a Republican voter off to Lauren
First
Boebert.
of all, who cares if somebody gets plastic surgery? Who fucking cares? I mean, I don't think it only becomes relevant if the person has like some sort of like compulsion and they do it like excessively, in which case like they need help. But there's totally nothing wrong with getting a little bit of work done. I mean, come on, who cares at this point? It's the year 2022. It's super common anyway. Who cares? I'm talking about Republican voters. That's half of the Republican base has Botox right now.
No, remember, right now, Republican voters are having like, it's the revival of homophobia within the Republican Party. So when you see a nude video of Madison Cawthorn
very good news for Mehmet. Yeah, I saw that.
Pumping what's a person who's being referred to as his cousin. I don't know if it's actually his cousin. Yeah, that's going to turn voters off. It's different. You know, the nature of those attacks were different.
Of course, because they're implying that he's gay. Of course, that's why the Republicans are going to get turned off by that. If you say so, Republicans. Okay, but anyway, he lost. And he didn't lose by much, by the way. So is it going to work against Boebert? Well, it depends on what they have, and it depends on her Republican opponent in the primary. It depends on the district. But so I don't like the mainstream only attacking outsiders with Oppo research. No insider, corporate Republican or corporate Democrat, ever gets attacked with Oppo research.
That's why we got to start our own organization that focuses specifically on that.
Well, I did. It's called Rebellion PAC. Okay.
Oh my God, I will. That is. Oh my God, I would love to do that. I would love. That's my fantasy. Let us set up a Oppo research and do negative ads on corporate Dems. That's what we should do as a super PAC. Because every single piece of shit, soft-headed Democratic socialist is like, oh, I want to unite people with solidarity. They need some pipe-hitting motherfuckers to do the dirty work. That's what we need. We don't even ask them. We just come in with a huge negative ad. Boom. Bonk them on the head.
So, but we need a lot more money to make that.
Send us the dirt. Send us the dirt.
Yeah, go to rebellionpac.com. And by the way, no joke, like not just money, but if you have dirt on politicians, especially corporate Republicans or Democrats, hit us up. We'll use it.
We're nonpartisan.
Because we're the only ones who do. We're the only ones who do. Everyone else, oh, you're Boebert or Cawthorn on the right, or you're Nina Turner or Bernie Sanders on the right, on the left. Okay, I'm going to attack you guys, but never the beloved corporate politicians. So that's why I'm conflicted on it. On the other hand, I would love to get rid of Boebert, and I think Democrats overall should be way tougher on Republicans in campaigning.
Totally agree with you on that.
I think Democrats should try to beat Boebert. I don't think her seat is that Republican, is it? Let me see this. Lauren Boebert. Let me press play while I look this up.
Now let's get to Madison Cawthorn seething, coping with the fact that he lost the Republican primary, you know, his reelection bid essentially. He says via Instagram, and I'm going to go midway to this graphic here where he says, there are other national figures who I believe are patriots, but I am on a mission now to expose those who say and promise one thing yet legislate and work toward another self-profiteering globalist goal. The time for gentle politics, as usual, has come to an end. It's time for the rise of the new right. It's time for dark MAGA to truly take command. We have an enemy to defeat, but we will never be able to defeat them until we defeat the cowardly and weak members of our own party. Their days are numbered. We are coming.
Yeah. Well, look, the Republicans have taken the outsider mantle and done it a great disservice. So I like that the Republicans fight within their own party. I would call it an exchange of ideas, but it's not really much in terms of ideas. I think that's healthier for the party, and that's why the Republicans continue to win, even though they're a great minority in the country. That's according to registered voters. That's according to polling on the issues. They're at best about a third of the country, but they keep winning because they have a healthy, vibrant party that challenges one another and has some really tough primaries where they get a lot more media attention on the winner and they come out with a stronger candidate. Democrats hate to do that, and so they squash all the primaries, they get no media attention, and they come out with weaker candidates. Now, having said that, so that's the part that I think, well, that's healthy for democracy overall, that he's saying, I'm gonna call out other Republicans. Now, having said that, allusions to dark MAGA are not positive, okay? And I mean, MAGA was already super dark.
How much darker can you get?
Yeah, and And I like that they, at this point, whether it's the article we keep talking about in Vanity Fair that talked about the new right, where they say, no, we just want a dictator, right? We want a monarch or a king.
Oh yeah, no, this is dark MAGA is fascist. They want a fascist dictatorship. They want a fascist dictatorship. It's unbelievable, man. I'm so conservative. I want America to have a king. We've never had a king, but hey, I'm conserving. What the fuck are you conserving, dude? Her district was hit with redistricting, so it's a lot closer now. It looks like the campaign is. Yeah, I think it's just a safe Republican seat. I think it's
and they joke around about how they're the dark side, right? And now Madison Cawthorn saying, yeah, dark MAGA. They're basically raising their hand and saying we're the villains and we like being the villains. And okay, that's fine. And I guess that's why we have the movies, right, with heroes and villains, because it's
China is not communist though. What is it? What is China? Dengism? Okay. How would you describe Dengism? Would you say that Dengism is dark MAGA is Antifa unironically? Okay, I think your brain is very, very holy.
True to life, there are real villains in real life. What I can't understand is why voters go, oh yeah, I can't wait to vote for Darth Vader. Couple of angry young incels, I get it. Okay, young males, angry males, disaffected, etc.
You'll get laid one day. Just hold your horses, be patient, and don't be hateful.
Okay.
It'll come sooner if you just relax.
Or hold your chickens, or whatever it is. Okay, but guys,
I don't know. Is that actually the Buffalo Shooters room? Damon Music. I saw that on Twitter and I didn't believe it, and so I haven't commented on it because I don't want to get debated. Is that really his room? I don't think it is. Is it?
33 to 40% of the country going, yeah, I can't wait to vote for Darth Vader. What went wrong in America? And
okay, America sucks. See, like if you live in like the North or the West, or like, in nice urban areas throughout the country, you live in this like diluted brain puddle where you don't realize that like a significant chunk of this country is fucking evil. Like legitimately evil. And a lot of people are like, you're saying to me, Mike, that 30% of this country is evil. Yeah, I am saying that. I think that if you want to deny a hungry child formula, you're fucking evil. It doesn't mean that you can't act nice to people that you have an interpersonal connection to. But if your philosophy is we should deny hungry babies formula, you're fucking evil. Mike, I can't believe And the thing about these words like evil or bad or whatever is people get hyper fixated on them. What I should say, so it's a little bit more palatable for the weak-willed amongst you, is to say that a significant amount of people in the United States have hard right politics. Now, for me, hard right politics are evil. Hard right politics, to me, are evil. So do the transitive fucking property. Just because a person does a few good things doesn't make them a good person. I honestly don't give a shit about the term good people. I don't give a fuck about that term. I don't give a shit if you tell yourself you're a good person or you think somebody else is a good person. I don't care what you think about whether someone is a good person or not. I don't even know what the fuck that means. I legitimately don't at this point. It's like white. I just wanted to shoot Mexicans, but he was a good Christian family man. Exactly.
And I think it's the changing demographic. I think they're so angry that they're about to lose power, that these right-wing men.
What does that mean? Who's going to lose power? Right-wing men? If you're a right-winger and you vote for Ted Cruz, but you're not rich, you're a dupe. You don't have power. You're a fucking moron. You're an idiot. You're somebody who's been conned. Oh no, the people that are conning me are going to lose power. Like, what are you even angry about? Oh no, what? ExxonMobil is not going to be able to avoid taxes. Oh no, I'm losing power. Oh no. Like, what the fuck are you even worried about? Legitimately, conservative brains are flat. Dave Wasserman calls PA for 12 for Summer Lee. I called it on an election night, but then I deleted it like a coward. I called it for Summer Lee on election night, and I deleted it like a coward. I'm really mad I did that. Once I saw a certain result come in, I was like, oh yeah, she's got this. And then I deleted it. I was like, I shouldn't post stuff like this. Because even if I'm right, no one's going to like care that much. But if God forbid she were to lose, then everybody would flip out. So I was like, all right, due to the 5% chance of her losing, I'm gonna be a coward. And you know what? That's what happens. You got to stick to your guns.
And have had power in America almost exclusively for so long, and the idea that white men who are right-wing are not in charge anymore, it bothers them so much that they're like, I don't care if it's the dark side of the force, I don't care what it is. I'm just gonna vote for the ugliest thing I can see to make sure I don't lose power.
I don't know about that theory. I mean, really, right-wing white men aren't in power anymore?
No, they're worried that they're about to lose power because of the demographic situation. And that is why they're obsessed with the so-called replacement theory.
Right.
Because they're like, oh no, we're gonna get replaced. Replaced doing what, guys? If you weren't racist, you wouldn't care if it's a white guy, a Latino woman, or a black woman, or a black man. That one, you would think, oh, Americans, we're all equal, it's all good. But they think, no, those other people are not like us. In their minds, they used to be inferior to us. Now they're gonna have power? Would that mean I'm inferior? No, you schmuck. We don't believe in superiority and inferiority. We believe in equality because we're Americans. But Anna, that's what's really under their skin.
Well, I mean, yeah, and we see that manifest in the worst ways.
I should just do a mustache, chat. I should just do a fencer mustache. How funny would that be? I'm like doing it. I'm like twisting it right now. Oh, it would have been such a good French dandy. Look at this. How dare you insult my honor?
Shooting would, give you an example of.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more.
Why are you trying to get me DMCA'd by linking me Dua Lipa music videos? You will become Long John Silver.
There's live chat emojis, badges. You got emojis of me, Anna, John.
All right. That was good. You have an obligation to like, comment, and subscribe.